All right, welcome everybody. Let's do this. We have lesson number 4, dividing polynomials part 2. Let's just jump right into it. List the people in your group. Let's try the warm-up, and this warm-up should be is not too bad. It's pretty straightforward. What I want you to do is try and do it by yourself, and what I'll do is, pause the video, try and do it by yourself, and I'll show it real quick. Okay, so let's say if you want to see the solution, how many times is x going, and I'm going to go very fast. So how many times is x go to x cubed? It's x squared. X squared times x is x cubed. X squared times this is 3x. Parentheses, subtract. Okay, so 2x squared, 7x plus 3. How many times does x go into 2x squared? It goes in 2x times. 2x times this is 2x squared plus 6x. Then I have x plus 3. Then this is 1, x plus 3, and listo. We're done. 0. Okay, so this is a factor of that. All right, so let's go into the next part over here. This is the real lesson that we're going to try. This is the real part of the lesson that I wanted to show you. Let's say if the exponents are not clearly in descending order. So here, if I have, for example, x cubed minus 8, and we're going to divide that by x minus 2. Okay, so this is going to be business as usual. How many times does x go into x cubed? We have x cubed divided by x, and that's x squared. So this x squared goes on top. X squared times x, right? X squared times x is x cubed. So that goes over here. X squared times minus 2. So x squared times a minus 2. That's negative 2x squared. And that negative 2x squared goes here. Now when we do parentheses, subtract, notice that you see how the 3's are in descending order. So can I combine these like terms, right? This is going to be negative. And then what happens to this? Negative times negative is positive. What can I do? Can I combine these two? Yes, I could do x cubed minus x cubed, and that's cancel, right? But then can I do negative 8 plus 2x squared? I can't. I can't do this. So what do? You leave it. Okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to put it in standard form. So here, if this is like this, what is this in standard form? It's 2x squared minus 8. You always have the highest exponent on top. So this is 2x squared minus 8. And you're looking like, you see how there's no like, it's not like this. It's not like x to the 4th plus, you see, it's not like this, where the exponents are in descending order. You don't have that over here. So what you have to do is you have to get used to the idea that sometimes you can't combine them, and you just leave it, and then you go back to the normal stuff. So here, how many times? What's next? How many times does x go into 2x squared? What do? Which one go? This one goes on top. This one goes on the bottom. And what does this equal? It's just 2x. And then what do? I put a 2x over here, and then I do my boomerang. Okay. This is minus 4x. Okay. Parentheses, subtract. And now here, what do? I distribute the negative. Okay, so this is negative. This is positive. So now I have, this cancels, right? Because 2x squared minus 2x squared is 0. Then I have negative 8. And then this is a positive 4x. But I'm going to put that 4x over here. Right? Or, you know what? I messed that up. Let's say 4x minus 8, right? Okay. So it's, you see, you can't combine these two. So you just leave it like this. And then how do you finish it up? How many times does x go into this 4x? It goes in 4 times. So 4 times x is 4x. 4 times minus 2 is minus 8. Parentheses, subtract, and you get 0. Okay? And what does this mean? This means that x minus 2 is a factor of x cubed minus 8. Okay? If you feel like you're shaky on what I mean by here, because I didn't explain it in the last video, I explained it in class. But if you feel shaky with this, just raise your hand and I'll talk to you about it. Okay? So that's what I want you to do for the next couple of problems, is try and do this one over here, and notice that we don't have that we don't have something like this for the next few problems. So let's take a look at this one. If I have 5x to the 4th minus 6x squared plus 1, and I'm going to divide that by x squared minus 1. Okay, what I want you to do is try your best to do this by yourself. Pause the video and don't depend on me to show you everything. Try by yourself, and if you want to check your answer, then you check with me, and that's okay. Okay, let's do it. How many times does this x squared go into that? So I do this, and it's that. Okay, it's 5x squared. So that 5x squared goes on top. Then I boomerang, so 5x to the fourth, and then this is negative 5x squared, parentheses, subtract. Then what do? I change the sign, and now here, let's see. Which one am I going to bring down? I'm going to bring down this 5x squared here, minus 6x here. Oh, what am I talking about? You can combine these two. Oh, okay, yeah, you can combine this. I'm bugging out. Yeah, can you combine negative 6x squared and 5x squared? You can. And what does that equal to? It's just x squared plus 1. Wait, let me check something. Hold on. It's minus x squared. Okay, so that's what you should have over here, is negative x squared. Now, what's next? I take negative x squared, right? This one, same thing. How many times does x squared go into negative x squared? I do this, and it goes in minus 1 times. So then I do minus 1 over here, and negative 1 times this is negative x squared. Negative 1 times this is positive 1. I get the same thing. Subtract, I get 0. So then what can you say? That x squared minus 1 is a factor of 5x to the fourth minus 6x squared plus 1. Very good. Okay, let's try and do the next one by yourself. So x to the 6 plus 4x to the fourth minus 4x minus 1. And divide that by x cubed minus 1. Okay? What I'll do is I'll leave this one for you to do, and I'll put the solution on the classroom. Okay? Like on the whiteboard in the classroom. Okay, enjoy.